Bird. Okay, hello. Amy J here with
Kitty Foss on the road of intuition.
Okay, so welcome to Vibe of the Week this week. And we're going to get right to it because we have a lot to say. So I started by pulling some Archangel Metatron cards. And I feel like the vibe of the week is we've had all this activation and all this spark and all this Aries energy and all these ideas flying around and all these possibilities, you know, we've been thinking about. But now it feels like with this Taurus energy coming in, it's time to kind of ground yourself a little bit, go within, and really, really feel like what it is your next steps are. Knowing full well, though, you're always evolving. So it doesn't mean you have to make a 30-year plan or something like that. But it's just, where do I need to go next to feel like that I am, you know, being authentic or stepping into my my power, my knowledge. So let's say you Metatron. Oh, cool. I've never got this one before. Mother Earth, look at that. And so appropriate with this energy, new energy that's coming in. And it says grounding and support. I absolutely love this. So this is, you know, this is the energy coming in right here. That Mother Earth, that grounding and support. So that's where you go. That's where you go this next week to. Doesn't mean maybe something has to be started right now, but you are setting that plan. You're claiming it, confirming it, and getting it ready to be, you know, it's like you're looking at Mother Earth, you're preparing the soil. You're preparing the soil, I guess. And then endings, okay? Again, endings doesn't have to be something traumatic, you know. It's just that something that no longer serves you. And if you're stepping into your authentic path or where you feel you need to go next, something has to end because the path you're on now is not filling your soul. So you have to end something to start something new. If you think of it in those lines, okay? So there will be some endings. And it doesn't have to be traumatic. It can be joyous. And, you know, have gratitude. Again, I know we've talked about this, but have gratitude for, you know, what brought you thus far and what blessings you have coming up. Because this is all about blessings right here. So even though it looks like you're walking off and dropping off the end of the pier, look at how beautiful this is. This is blessings. So you have to give something up to get something. And leadership. Answer the call is what this says. And this just feels like it's time, okay? It's time to step into that calling. It's time to claim it. It may be even time to put it out there to the universe, to your family, to your friends, but it's time to step into it. It's time to answer the call. You've been being called for a while. Things have been activating. Ideas have been coming to you. And now it's time to listen. Time to listen and answer that call. You've been listening, but answering the call mostly. And so then I pulled some cards here from the Lightworker deck. Okay. And this is the Mirror card. And I love this card. And the Mirror card says, who or what is triggering you? Okay, so this might be where you're having some problems answering the call, where you're having some difficulty. It could be fear. It could be a confidence thing. You know, what's triggering you from taking that next step? I feel like this is holding you back. Something's triggering you. But it's time for you to answer that call. It's time for you to step into it. So whatever that is, you just have to deal with it. You just have to say, you know, if it's the fear, If it's someone else that's telling you, you know, oh, that's a dumb idea, or you can't do that, figure it out. Figure it out what's triggering you, because you need to get past that to go on and answer the call. Okay. Call back your power. You have protection. This is a gorgeous card. Okay. So everything that's been coming to you in that calling that you've been feeling has been divine. It isn't just, you know, your ego. This is a divine calling that you're getting. So you are protected. You are protected because of that, because it's a divine calling. And so call back your power. Cut the cords. Cut the cords that no longer, that's that endings again. Cut those cords that are no longer serving you or that are holding you back from your calling. Okay. And know that you're protected. Okay. All right. I've got just a couple more. You want to dance and you want to celebrate. This is a time for celebration. You know what? You're stepping into it. Dance and celebrate, you know, and vigilance. Okay. That means hold to it, steadfast. This is your calling. It is time. And you might need to make yourself a little bit vulnerable. Okay. You might need to, you know, push yourself a little, be vulnerable and put it out there. And that's my message for you. I'm going to hand it over to Kitty and see how the astrological heavens and stuff are going to help you this week as well. Kitty?
Well, it really is about that ending card is really important because tomorrow's conversation, Sunday's conversation, really is the end of Aries, getting ready for its last discussions about where Taurus needs to spend its time and where it wants to push its path. On Monday, we have the sun entering Taurus, and we also have Cancer, the moon entering, the Cancer moon entering Leo. And that's going to be all about fertile imagination, all of these things that have been sparked. Where are we now going to put our feet to the ground and keep going? And so there's avoided structures on that day, so we really can start to form, and it's been about forming our own technologies, because when we go into Tuesday, everything is square Leo. Leo's not going to have a great Leo moon week. It's not going to have a lot of power. Almost everything is squaring it until just before it enters into Virgo. And on Tuesday, Amy's birthday, it's a great spiritual gift day. There's a lot of things available, strong instincts, strong Neptune energies, headstrong, and make sure you've got that self-care going, because when you have that much square with Leo, Leo is not the most patient energy. On the 21st, this is a day of calling for divine feminine. This is a day where take the time to pull away, because the moon and spirit really aren't talking. There's that Leo really not getting attention in that Pisces Neptune. So again, take the time to pull away, because for the 22nd, we are really looking at a day of spending time with family. Just before that moon moves into Virgo, we're going to activate, and we're going to have a chance with our Mars to really look at our relationships and how it is a part of this new journey that we're on. It's a great day with Mercury for conversations about that. And then when Virgo moves in at 9:08, that's going to be about taking care of the body, taking care of the physical, and awakening those relationships with home and family, and getting your communication, whether it's business or family, working together. And then on the 23rd, Mars is moving into Cancer, and that's a great way and looking at the freedoms of the day. This whole week is about the freedom to take the steps we need to take. We're going to be awakening to the intention of details, because we've got that moon in Virgo, and that relationship time we spent the day before with our family is going to pay off. There's a dreaminess about what our next steps are, and we're going to find our support. This is going to be our time to get the support for where we want to go and dream the dreams that are possible.
Mhm.
165B. Sorry, I'm still giving directions while I'm doing this. So,
That's all right.
and then we're going to move on to on the 24th. We're going to move, that moon is going to go into Libra, and we're going to be looking at the balance. And our intuitiveness that we've spent the week going through is going to be super awakened, and we're going to be looking at how we're going to expand. So this really is a week of focusing, stepping forward, focusing, and calling together those people that are going to support us. It's a great week for moving ahead in that Taurus energy, because we're getting ready to hit one of our next retrograde. All the planets, this is the last week, but they're all direct and all working in their energy, except the poor little Leo moon doesn't get a whole lot of cooperation this week. So that's where we are this week with the stars, Amy.
Great. And know that you don't have to do it alone. You're never alone. And Kitty just focused on that and talked about that with your friendships and your family. You're not alone, and don't relinquish your power. Okay. You don't have to do it alone, but don't relinquish your power. It's time to step into your power. So those are your messages for this week. I hope you have a great week, and we'll see you next week on Intuition of the Soul with Vibe of the Week.
Yes, and also make sure you're keeping up with our intentional 81 North, honey. Oh no, you're right, 165B. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. Okay.
Anyway, so we will see you next week. Bye now.
All right. Bye.